Deep in an old forest, firelight dances. Smoke curls up to the sky. Saxon warriors, their faces showing years of tradition, stand around a burning fire. This isn't just any fire. It's the center of their faith, a light showing their ancient beliefs. The air feels full of powerful energy. A priest, wearing sacred symbols, raises his arms. He chants in a language older than anyone remembers, calling to the spirits of the forest, the wind, and the sky. These Saxons, strong and free, are close to nature. Their gods aren't in stone temples. Their gods are in the rustling leaves, the fast rivers, and the howling wolves. For many years, they have lived by these ancient ways. They are people of nature, tied to the land by blood and belief. But trouble is coming, a force that could put out their sacred flames. From the south, a new power is growing, the Frankish Empire, led by the powerful Charlemagne. He has a different faith, a different idea for the future, and he won't stop until he forces it on the Saxons and their sacred ways. The fight between these two worlds, between paganism and Christianity, is about to begin. Charlemagne, a king who wants to be emperor, is a big threat to the Saxons. He wants all the Germanic tribes to follow one god, one king. To him, the Saxons are a problem, both for his army and his faith. Their pagan beliefs go against his Christian faith. Their freedom stops him from reaching his big goal. War is unavoidable, a fight between different ways of life, as much as a fight for land and power. Charlemagne's armies attack again and again, marching north every year. The Saxons, who love their freedom, fight back just as hard. They fight for their homes, their families, their way of life. It's a tough fight against a bigger, stronger enemy. Charlemagne, a smart leader, knows that winning takes more than just a strong army. He wants to crush the Saxon spirit, to make them give up. He will do anything, use force, scare them, and make them convert to his religion. In the middle of the war, a hero comes forward. Widukind, a Saxon nobleman, becomes a symbol of resistance. He shows everyone how to stand up to Charlemagne. A skilled warrior and a strong leader, Widukind rallies the Saxons. He brings different tribes together, inspiring them to fight for their freedom. His name means Saxon resistance, a yell against the Frankish invaders. Battles happen all over, a brutal back-and-forth fight. Widukind is a clever fighter, using surprise attacks. He leads quick raids, ambushing Frankish patrols and then disappearing into the forests. His wins, even though small, give the Saxons hope. They show that Charlemagne can be beaten, that their fight isn't useless. The war changes at the Siege of Irminsul. This Saxon fort high on a hill is very important. For the Saxons, it's more than a fort. It's the home of the Irminsul, a sacred pillar that connects heaven and earth. The Irminsul, old and holy, is the heart of Saxon paganism. Charlemagne thinks that destroying it will crush the Saxon spirit. The Siege of Irminsul is long and bloody. Saxon warriors fight bravely to protect their sacred place. But the Franks, driven by their religion and wanting to build an empire, never give up. Finally, Irminsul falls. Charlemagne orders the Irminsul destroyed. The Saxons watch in horror as their sacred pillar is cut down by Frankish axes. It's a terrible loss, a symbolic defeat that hurts their faith deeply. With the Irminsul gone and their spirit broken, the Saxons have a hard choice: keep fighting or give up. Many, seeing that more fighting is pointless, surrender. Widukind, the symbol of resistance, eventually does the same. Wanting to stop the fighting and save his people, he surrenders to Charlemagne. This is a big moment, marking the end of the major fighting. Charlemagne, always practical, knows that real victory is more than just winning battles. He offers the Saxons a deal: become Christian, and live in peace in his growing empire. It's a hard choice, asking the Saxons to give up their old beliefs, but it's also a practical choice, giving them a chance to rebuild their lives. Slowly, the Saxons become part of the Frankish kingdom. Becoming Christian takes time, and old beliefs and traditions stay around, mixing with the new faith. The Saxons, though defeated, change the empire they now live in. Their fighting skills make the Frankish army stronger. Their culture becomes part of the new Holy Roman Empire. The story of the Saxons shows that even when you lose, your spirit can survive. Their story lives on, not just in history books, but in the very heart of modern Europe. Like and subscribe im Media.